Massey's Pizza Night. And I appreciate the subs over there. I really wasn't expecting anything like that. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on with this. Well, everybody, this is my live stream for tonight. I'm running really late. My day has been kind of busy. It started off cutting grass. Then I had to go to the landfill, which turned out to be a total disaster. I had to wait like 45 minutes behind a whole bunch of garbage trucks, get all the way up there. And the last time I was there, I didn't see the sign that said you had to have a hard hat and one of those reflective vests. So they turned me around and I had to go all the way back home. I was not happy. But yeah, I'm back. I just got back from Ohio last night. I did bring some Massey's pizza with me, as I always do, and I'll go over how I package that. I've been working on the video that I'm going to be shooting, probably filming the body of it tomorrow. It's going to be the Taco Bell crispy chicken, or it's the Cantina crispy chicken. It's weird too because they released a crispy chicken Cantina in 2022. But it's a completely different taco, so I'm still working on that. Hopefully they'll cough up some nutritional information because it's still pre-release, and with serving weights, that's just not going to happen. Hello, everybody. I want to thank you guys that had subbed. I'm going to confess, I am dual streaming here. I have YouTube and Twitch. I've been trying to separate that a little bit, but the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to heat up some Massey's pizza the way you really should, not in a microwave. That will be how my little brother does it, but he's a heathen. He doesn't understand that you don't heat pizza up in the microwave. Typically, you heat it up in a skillet, you cover it up a little bit, get it good and crispy, and you're good to go. And I'm willing to, that's the way I do it. If somebody else does it different, that's okay too, but I'm not the one going to be eating it. Would love to use a cast iron skillet, but today I didn't bring that. I have another skillet that's actually preheating. I have a skillet cam. Oh, the camera's always got me backwards. I have my skillet cam right here, and we're going to move on with that in a minute. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to cover. I want to say hi to a few people. I especially want to say hi to the Twitch crowd and the YouTube crowd. Twitch has been very kind to me, as long as Will Neff. Y'all tell Will if you see him. I don't think he's streaming tonight. That I said hey, and we're going to work out something soon. We're going to see another collaboration with Will Neff on Twitch, no question. Let's see here. What do we got? Anyway, get my little thing set up. Sammy Boy. I want to say a special shout out to Sammy Boy. He's been watching my channel since almost the very beginning. He is from Ohio, and he does get the privilege of living very close to a Massey's Pizza where he can actually eat the real thing. Now, I don't expect this thing to be exactly like it does when it comes out of the oven. There's just no way to do that. And actually, I did a review. They sell frozen, shipped, or partial cooks, and you can't cook those things to make them come out the way they do. I tried it. There's still a very high score, and I can even show you a clip of that if you're really interested. But I think I gave them like 8.7 or something like that, downgraded them a good bit because I had to cook it in my oven. This is a little bit different, and I'm really curious how it's going to come out because it's just a little shyly more than 24 hours old. Another thing, I usually weigh my stuff. Well, I took the weights from the video I did on the frozens, and they weigh roughly 2 pounds or a little bit more. So if you take 32 ounces, and these things cost $19.95, and that used to be, I mean, it used to be $17.99 for years. That used to be just super high, but today I don't really think it is. But if you calculate that out and do your math, you come up with around 62 cents an ounce. And if you compare that to what you're paying at Burger King and everything else these days, that's not horribly out of line considering they're using premium ingredients. Their pepperoni is custom made with their own recipe at one particular place. Their bread comes from only one bakery. It's in Bexley. I think some people probably that actually eat there know that. But yeah, that's actually not bad. I'm really surprised. I did the math. I was expecting it to be 80, 90 cents, and I really wouldn't have mattered. But anyway, let's get on with the pizza part. God, I've got so much stuff to do. You see these? These are boxes. I got to do a box opening on my Taco Bell video. It's going to make it take me a lot longer to shoot, and God knows what's in them. I have no idea. I think they're from the same person, but I'm not sure. But we'll see in the video. It'll probably, I'm going to be filming Thursday, Friday. It'll probably drop on Saturday or like 9 o'clock on Friday. I don't know how. It depends on how quick I can throw this thing together, how many mistakes I make while I'm talking. Anyway, let me look here, see if I got any questions I need to do. Custom pepperoni. Yeah, it's their own custom pepperoni. Anyway, let's get this thing out. Typically, when I get it, I get home at my brother's. It takes about 30 minutes to get, or about 45 minutes to get home. No, actually an hour and a half because I'm 80 miles one way to the Masseys that I go to. And I let it cool all the way down. I always put it back in the box just because I like to look at the box. And then I put in a bag so it won't dry out because the cardboard will suck the moisture clean out of it. So today I'm going to cook about 4 pieces. And we can see what it, you can see what it looks like. It's got a good char on it around the edge. That's what you look for. And it's adequately scorched. They use cornmeal to keep it from sticking to their rotating deck oven. And they put a buttload of pepperoni on it. But let's see something. Why have I get my skillet cam back on? Let's go full of skillet can, and I'm going to put them in. Now, on the skillet, I will typically keep it about a medium heat, not too high, because I don't want to burn it right away. I want the heat to go all the way through it. And I'll typically put a lid over it for a while, too, and check it to make sure it's just starting to make a little bit of smoke, and then you know you're good. So let's... yeah, Massey's has an ice crisp, and I'm going to try and recreate an ice crisp, and I'm going to have it here, and I'm going to score it. I'm just, you know, and this led beyond. I know I'm talking too much. Let me get this thing on here, and then I'll go into that and switch over to the skillet cam. I lost a bunch of pepperoni on the way over. But that's, here I got it on about a medium heat. I got a hot plate over here. Hopefully it's going to work well. And I'm going to put a cover on it for a while. But I got to keep checking it because it will burn. But like I said, I don't want to heat it up too fast. That's something you got to be real careful of. You can look at it and see it actually bubbling up through the pizza when you do it. But anyway, we'll let that cook. And I've had a lot of requests. Way back when, 3 years ago, when I was still doing videos, my videos, in my opinion, were kind of rough and crude. I had a series I called The Morning After, and that's where I would reheat the food that I shot in the video before and see how well it tolerated being in the refrigerator overnight and being reheated in the microwave. And I've got a lot of requests for me to go back and do that again, and I don't know. I keep thinking I will, but then I don't. But because I don't really want to give it a score like I normally give scores, and like 1 to 10. I think it should be, I kind of wonder what you all think. Should it just be a pass-fail, whether it's reheatable or not, and go that way? And like pizza shouldn't be reheated in a microwave. That just the way I think about it. And yeah, pass-fail I think would be better. I'm thinking about reviving that series so I don't waste so much food, because there's some of this food that I'm not crazy about. like chicken sandwiches piled up on me. I was doing a whole bunch of chicken sandwich videos and run right after the other, and I had like 12 chicken sandwiches. I cut them up. The cats wouldn't even eat them. I didn't like them, so they got chunked. And I hate to throw away food, especially when I pay a ton of money for it. Reheat in a toaster oven. You know, that's a good idea. I could get a toaster oven. I could have my skillet and a microwave, and we could reheat them appropriately however we can, and see if they're edible the next day. Because really all of what I'm doing right now is I check with Shadow Joe and see how it is fresh out of the drive-thru and compare it to what I see. And, I kind of go with that. In fact, the Sneakadoodle Bite has actually raised the scores of a lot of these, really. Especially, some of these burger places like Freddy's and stuff like that. They don't age well. Air fryers. Yeah, I've got an air fryer. I should get an air fryer. I should get a toaster oven and the skillet, and then we could go into the morning after business. That would be a good thing. Reheat pizza on a grill. You could do that. I mean, that's not a lot different than what I'm doing right here, except I cover it to kind of make it heat up a little bit quicker. I'll answer for you. Did you hear about the drama involving Buster Cherry? I have no idea. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. I apologize. Now, I'm going to say first off, too, I'm not going to be able to get all the questions tonight. I'm going to skip through them. I'll try and do a few afterwards, but I'm not going to run this video for 3 hours. I can't. I got to shut this thing off because I have to sleep, because I have to shoot a video tomorrow. And YouTube is, my moderator's not here. She can't stay up this late. So, I'll try not to read the things where some of these guys are trying to get me to say stupid things, but I will kick them out. Boom. Okay. There. So that's what I will do. If people are trying to get me to say stupid things, I will kick them out. I don't really have to do anything in Twitch. I just never have to. I think fresh out of the drive-thru and how it is after traveling are the most important things, because that's how most people eat it. I do throw things in the refrigerator, but I agree with that, Excalibur. I appreciate that. Give him the hammer did. Do you need the I think so. See how we're doing here. Let's go over to the Sneakerdoodle can, or the you see how it's starting to get shiny? And I can hear it cooking. I will put that on there to make sure it heats up and boils up through the cheese. And we'll see how that goes. So, remind me to keep checking on it, because I'll sit there and run my mouth and not see it. Hello from Japan. It's 12:40 p.m. there. Hello, Just Know. I'm just seeing around here. We'll answer. I'm just answering questions and running my mouth and stuttering. That's what I'm doing, because I tell you what, I'm tired right now. I've been awake since about 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning at the landfill. What a waste of time that was. How does Shadow Joe work? Do you order extra once you get there? Yes. When I go to the drive-thru, and I'll tell you my secrets. I'm not hiding anything. If the YouTube guys seem to think I have a conspiracy going on, and I do. But I will call my order out. She'll say, "Okay, this is the total." Then they say, "Is there anything else?" Because they usually do. And then I'll say, "Oh yeah, make it 4." And then, if you'll notice, I'll cut. I'll go to a different camera, and then they'll say the price, which is usually higher than it should be. And a few people notice that, and I leave that in there just because of that. But if I don't sneak and do it, then it's not a Sneakadoodle Bite anymore. So there. No, I don't really watch it. Somebody asked me if I watch Joey's World, and I know who he is, but not really. I don't watch other food reviewers. That's just not something I do. It jades my... it affects my review. I only want to see what they scored at all. Anyway, how far away from I live Foxwally. I live far away from fast food. I like to grab it and bring it home later. Yep, so you got to be careful what you pick, because some things aren't meant to be done like that. Let's check over here. Seen a little bit of smoke. Not there yet. Where's my little Joe's Hungry spatula. Here we go. Let's make sure we're not burning. Nope. We are sizzling. Turn the heat down a little bit from there. And we will keep going. I think we need to leave the skillet cam up here. Well, no, we will in a minute. When I pull the, I'm going to pull the lid off in a minute, let it cook too, because it'll start getting too hot. But you know, that's the thing about reheating the pizza. You got to be patient. You got to give it time. You got to go just a little bit further than you think you have to, and you'll be good. Let me see what else. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I have to. The Project Farm of Food. I don't think I'm up to his league yet. I know exactly who Project Farm is. What's your favorite home-cooked meal? I like things made with rice. Just answering a few questions, letting that cook. Spritz a little water in a pan to steam it up. No, not going to do that. I didn't even put any oil in the pan. You don't need it. I don't want to. It doesn't need that. Believe me, it does not need that. What's your future plans for the channel? Keep making videos and cranking them out. Do a few live streams. You know, live streaming is something I enjoy doing a lot, but I'm not really sure if it's my thing to do for a long period of time. I just don't know, and I'm not even up to that part yet. I'm just making things work. Like tonight, I actually have not screwed up anything on that subject. Let me see. What's the last time? The last time I streamed, I broke my USB cable for my mic, and it was kind of cutting on and off. This last time, I was in Ohio at my brother's, fooling around with the camera with the cable in it, dropped it over, just caught. I mean, it didn't even fall down, and it ruined the video cable that goes to the capture card, and I had to get a whole nother one. And now it's still acting wonky. I think I'm gonna just reinstall OBS from scratch and start all over. It's acting kind of weird. Yeah, I streaming. Yeah, it just takes time. That's all. I streamed on. I have a confession. I streamed on Twitch alone. I think. When did I stream on Twitch last? Was it? Yeah, I think I streamed from my brother's house in his living room. Yeah, I sure did, and that went really well. He has good bandwidth, by the way. Gotta watch the cam here. Oh yeah, good puff of steam. Oh yeah, we're getting there. I think it's time to turn the heat up a little bit. Maybe zoom in on a little bit more. And I think we're going to go to cam view where we can see it a lot better. There, see, it's starting to look good now, isn't it? I want to see that cheese melting a little bit more before we pull it down. Oh yeah, this is good. Oh, this is going to be good. It ain't going to be like what it is out of the restaurant, because I just had it yesterday, so I know what it tastes like, and it's damn good, and it was good then, but it's not going to be the same, because when it's so hot, it almost burns your mouth and falls apart. And my typical Massey's pizza meal is I get a sub, a great Guido sub without the onions and oil and vinegar on it. And I eat that. I say, don't hold that back till the pizza gets out. Give it to me so it'll burn my mouth now. And I eat that. By the time I'm finishing that, the pizza comes out. And then I wolf down about half of a pizza. And they're all large. So yeah, Massey's. Oh yeah, they kill it on pepperoni. 155 pieces to be exact. You know what? I really need to take one of those and count them all, because they say they're 155. You've never heard of Massey's Ruby Rose? You never have? Wow. You should try. You should go. Any of them are good, but Whitehall, the original, been there 75 years, and Pataskala, they're awesome. Yessir, hey, how are y'all doing? How are my people? People have subbed me. Who has subbed me tonight? Vinny Smooth, I want to thank you very much for that. Negahama, I probably said that wrong. Thank you. And Teherabyte, I probably said that wrong too. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's in Central Ohio with one in South Carolina. So we're in the south. We're in the east. See, it's smoking. Yeah, it's getting about time to pull these things out. Can y'all see the smoking camera? Let's back out a little bit. Maybe you can. Nah. Too bad. You can't see the smoke. It's getting time. Yeah, a little bit wispy. That's just about where you want it. I think we're about there. So I think it's time. Flip the pizza real quick. No. We ain't flipping the pizza. I can't do that. I don't want to throw it all over the floor, because if I do, I'll have to eat it, because I eat off the floor. I'm not wasting this stuff. No, Massey's is not in the West Coast. It is specific to Ohio. I think they have 12 or 13 franchises in the Columbus area and one in Hilton Head, South Carolina. That's it. The best pizza I've ever had. I've been eating it since I was 16. Anyway, it's time to pull these things out, boys. We have a pizza can. Let me see. Can I do this without burning my fingers? Probably not. Yeah, you can see them smoking now, can't you? Ouch. Ouch. And you don't think I'm leaving any of that pepperoni, do you? Alright, let me pull this off so it doesn't... Let me turn it off. That's what I need to do. Yeah, it's off. I got it. Let me. Now, we can kill the Sneaky Doodle can. We don't need it anymore. Let's see how hot these are. What did Joe do? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pizza slice number one is 108.0 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's go with number 2. Yeah, we got it the right temperature, buddy. Oh, no, we were going up, boys. We're doing good. There we go. Slice number 2 is 205.7 degrees Fahrenheit. I think I got the temperature up there about right, don't you? Hell yeah. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. See, we're still 200 plus. It's cooling down a little bit. Let's see about slice number 2. Are we ready? I don't know about you, but I imagine Shadow Joe with a white button shirt and his hair parted in the opposite direction. Yeah, here we go. 205.3 or 205.3 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm sorry I don't have the, well, I guess I do have the decimal. That's 96.3 degrees Celsius for everybody across the pond. Okay. Now, before we taste it, we have to clear the palate. There we go. Yeah, I didn't weigh them all, but I got the temperature right. Oh yeah, I can taste it already. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It is not what it is when it comes out. It's just not. One more bite. Maybe about 10% crispier because of the way I burned it. Let me try this edge piece a little bit harder. The pepperoni's the overwhelming taste. The cheese has changed a little bit. The cheese is kind of cooked down a little bit. Takes away from it a little bit. Let me see if I got one. I did probably overcook it just slightly. But it doesn't matter. What am I going to downgrade this to? Because it's not going to be a 9.8. You just can't do it. Let me think. Another bite. Man, this is good. I wish you all were here to try this. I really do. I gotta have a meet and greet up in Pataskala. Next time I go up there, we gotta have a whole pile of ass people sit down there and eat some pizza together. I kind of burned it a little bit. Probably should have pulled a little bit easier. Are we gonna still be in the 9s though? That's the big question. I'm going to go, not in the 9s, because I burned it a little bit. We're going to go 8.9. That is my number. This is my review. And hopefully, y'all won't click off and go away yet. Because the sauce doesn't seem to be as pronounced too after you reheat it, because the sauce is, the pepperoni and the sauce are very prominent when you eat these things, because I like a very tart sauce, and the pepperoni I've never heard a Negro YouTube. You know what let me see what we got here. Oh, joy, joy, joy. 1 second. Why do we have like this? Why do I not have my moderator here? What is wrong with me? Anyway, whatever. Pizza looks awesome. I like cold pizza. Never heat it. One that really heats up well is the Little Caesars pizza. Heats up well. You got to be careful not to overdo it. I kind of overdid this a little bit. Anyway. Yep. It happens a lot. Not as bad as it used to be. Is it hammer time? Boom. There we go. Hammer time. I think Twitch knows what that is. I like Little Caesars. I always have liked Little Caesars. Meek Bug. I'm particularly fond of their thin crust pizza. I want to heat that whole damn bag up and eat that, but I'll be like dying when I lay down. Oh, you're talking about Little Caesars? Yeah. I mean, Phil, people are, I let people have their opinions, but I get tired of the 9-year-old stuff that's trying to get me to say stupid things. That irritates me. It's like the birthday shout outs. That's why I have to have them all emailed in. So I have to have them all emailed in so I can screen them. But, hey, kids are on the loose. They could be doing worse things than making me trying to say icy wiener or something stupid online. Yeah. Dankenstein, you feel like Little Caesars has been cooking lately, following the Taco Bell model of experimenting? A little bit. I really don't go for the new stuff. The little puff things that I got, wasn't a big fan of that. But I went in the next day and I got a thin crust thin crust bacon pizza and ate it, loved it. This is decent. Makes me want to drive all the way back up there and just kill it again. Oh, anyway. So we've been going on about 40 minutes. It's almost midnight. I'm going to talk a little bit longer. Then I'm going to take my butt to bed because I have to get up early and start filming. Do the soda slide. I don't know if I can do that without knocking the sneakadoodle pan. Knock all the crap off my table. You just want to see me knock it over. Let's see. I'm not too bad, really. It's not as good as what's on the video. And it goes out of frame. It didn't even hit anything. I never knock it over that way. It's when I spin it with the lid loose on it and it blows up in my face. You saw that was in a video about 5, 6, or 7 back. I don't know when the Cheez-Its are coming out from Taco Bell, Blazer. I've seen ads for it, and I'll try it, but haven't been like thrilled with anything having to do with Cheez-Its. You remember when who came out with that Cheez-It pizza? That was that wasn't Little Caesars. That was Pizza Hut. They made the Cheez-It thing. Because I saw One Bite review it when it came out, and I reviewed it. Wasn't that crazy about it. Dorito nachos. Why has Taco Bell never done Dorito nachos? I don't know. I like their Doritos. Their cool Doritos tacos. Those are good. I get those in those 12 packs. God, I want to cook the rest of that. I don't have a good sense when it comes to Massey's pizza. No, it's terrible. I don't look for... And what else? What else? Oh, yeah. If anywhere, when you were around... I live streamed a little while back, and I did some quick reviews in video, in channel. I'm stuttering. Start all over. Excuse me, I'm tired. Subway, where I did the cookies. I got sick the next day off of that. My wife took those cookies, long strip of cookies, and microwaved them, and they boiled up like they weren't cooked all the way. And after the stream, I got home and I had like vertigo for like 4 days. I don't know. The world was spinning. It was tough to get around. Yeah, I wasn't impressed with that at all. They had one of them that was Auntie Annie, and I think I explained why I don't do Auntie Annies. Because they suck, in my opinion. Yeah, well, they can't sue me because it's my opinion. I believe they did. I didn't get sick of the stomach. My stomach didn't hurt, but I had a case of vertigo that went on for like 3 days. The first time it was very mild, but I could still, the world kept trying to move, and it wasn't pretty. Yeah, we got to do Cane's. Cane's is amazing. Raising Cane's is amazing. That's coming up. That is definitely coming up. Yeah, I don't know. That's the only thing that I ate that night that possibly wasn't cooked all the way, because they were microwavable. I thought they threw them in the damn toaster oven, but they microwave the silly things. I'm like, great day. Talk about bad ideas. Yeah, I wasn't impressed. I shouldn't have gave it the good numbers that I did. And that churro thing they had, that was pathetic. You like the Raising Cane's sick tier? Yeah. Well, we got a new Raising Cane's not too far from me that I'm going to go, but I'm waiting for it to slow down there because I don't want to wait a half hour in the drive-thru to get my order in. Yeah. What a foot long. Yeah, it was a nightmare. That is embarrassing. I've never had PDQ. Have you ever interviewed Mexican restaurant Beto's before? They make really good meals. I've never seen them. I don't know who they are, if they're around here or not. I don't know. What are your thoughts on Cookout? I like Cookout. cookout's okay. They're just my local cookouts. They're probably different now. It's been a couple years since I've been there, but it was managed by this guy that I thought was kind of a thug. Didn't like him real well. Anyway, Zaxby's. I like Zaxby's. I just haven't eaten there in a long time. I try not to eat a whole lot of fried food when I'm not making videos, except for Massey's Pizza. That's the only exception. I would have brought a sub, but the subs just don't travel well at all. I want them to come out and burn me. Raising Cane's with Will Neff's hot sauce is very good. He's sending me some of that hot sauce. We're going to see about that hot sauce. I'm not a hot sauce person, but I will taste it. Yeah, I like salads. I love salad. Raising Cane's sauce is ketchup and mayonnaise. Worcestershire, black pepper, and garlic salt. That doesn't sound bad. Yeah, I want to see his hot sauce. I mean, they've been carrying on about that hot sauce. It should be good. I think he thinks I'm going to deep six it because I'm not a hot sauce person. We'll see how hot it is. You know, I can tolerate a fair amount of heat. I've been trying to work my way up to things. I'm actually eating mild salsa now. And every once in a while I'll eat some medium. And I'm like, ah. Anyway. Well, good night. Y'all, Guy, are you leaving? I appreciate y'all coming. Yeah. Anyway, mild salsa. I'm a heat freak. You saw that. But I can still tell you there's an element of heat in the mild salsa that I actually look for, and I like the taste of it. So I'm trying to teach myself to like things that are hot. You know, I think you have to start small and work your way up. It's got peaches in it. You know what the salsa is that I like? Is Aldi's salsa. Don't get their chips. Their tortilla chips suck. I don't know what I was thinking. I bought 2 bags of these things and brought them home, ate 2 of them, and threw them away. They were terrible. I would not eat them. Did Joe say the N-word? No. Yes, if you consider the N-word, no, but I don't say that. Can you say a proper... We're going to start up with that. We can go... There we go. The hammer. Yeah. You see when I go over, I have to. What, guys? Come on. Yeah. Yeah. I think we will. I mean, I'm not just timing them out. There you go. Hammer twice. Dexcalibur. I agree 100%. And doing both at once is very difficult to keep up with, especially even with my sister helping me. She's like long gone to bed. Yeah, we'll see how it tastes. Aldi sells exact copy of peanut butter Girl Scout cookies. Yeah, there are things at Aldi's that I like. I like their ham. I like their oven roast turkey. Some of their bread I like. I used to love their potato chips. Did the whole series of videos on them way back when I started, but I don't like them anymore. I try to keep away from potato chips. I'm trying to change my diet to where I don't explode. Yeah, Girl Scout cookies. They're a decent copy too. There are a lot of good things there. Somebody asked me over if I have a dog or just cats. No, I have just cats. I had a dog once. It was a Doberman. She got cancer and she died, and I didn't want to deal with that anymore. I couldn't deal with it. It was terrible. The cats, yeah. Do you care about March Madness at all? Nah, don't even pay attention. Yeah, dogs. How many cameras do I film with? Gunda Pros. In my car, I film with 5 GoPros. In studio, I film with 3 DSLRs. And I'm thinking about getting another lens so all 3 lenses will match. And then the food close-ups are done with the point and shoot. It's a Canon point and shoot. a G7X Mark II does my stuff because it's light and it'll roll around on my dollies that I use. Anyway, what did I do before I started reviewing? Well, I've been reviewing for over 5 years, just learning how to make videos. But my full-time job was a registered nurse, which I recently retired from about 3 weeks ago, I'm going to say, maybe 4. And I was a registered nurse for 36 years, and my last stint was in a small hospital with a 21-bed MICU. In the last 3 years, I was a charge nurse that saw over experienced people. Yeah. I don't know about life. Well, I did, the thing is you try to make people not dead. That's what you want to do. That is the goal. Maybe I'll come on and do a live stream talk about nursing. I got to wait a little bit longer before I do, because it's hard to describe what a nurse really does and make anybody understand what goes on with that. And how did I get started into diesel jettas? Well, that's an interesting story. That started back in 03. My brother and my dad, when my dad was still alive, had a junkyard, and they were collecting cars and scrapping them because scrap prices are real high. They had like 350 cars, and they ran across the Volkswagen Rabbit, and they started it up, and they thought the engine was about to come unglued. But turns out it was a diesel. So I'm like, don't send that one to the crusher. And then I started collecting them and resurrecting them. I ran Mark 1s for a long time, the square body rabbits, and stopped because of instability problems. And now I run Mark 2s that's my hobby. That was my other channel where I did a lot of videos about working on the Mark 2s and how to time the diesel injection pump, how to set the opening pressures on the injectors, how to troubleshoot the glow plug system, all sorts of stuff like that. But yeah, nursing, and right now, I don't. Sometimes I get a little bit angry when I talk about nursing because it's very high stress. The last job I did was not as high stress as the one I did 10 years ago. But anyway, let me see a couple questions over here. Thanks. I appreciate the compliment on the editing. Barely busy. It's taken a long time to get this far, and I know I've got a long way to go. I'm still working on the food close-ups. I also bought. I'm trying to think of what you call them. The big bars that because right now it's kind of a hodgepodge of lighting up here, and I want to have a little bit more control over where things sits, so I can pull it out to try and keep the light from reflecting on my glasses when I look up and still get good lighting. So I'm going to be working once I finish the Taco Bell video. I'm going to tear all my lights down and redo them. I've got I think what you call them. They're like a big giant shower curtain, telescoping shower curtain rod, and you can clamp lights to them and stuff. Held a message for that's my auto. I got Haas runs a bot in the Twitch side. That's from Will Neff. That was his gift to me. Will Neff has been like super kind to me. My second car was an MK3 GTI VR6. I miss driving it in manual transmission. Yeah, I bet you do. Anyway, I'm going to catch a few more questions over here. I'm sure you have a lot of COVID stories. Oh, yes, I do. I'm very opinionated on COVID. I've tried to stay away from it because I want to politicize my YouTube side and have them put the wackadoodle on me. But I have my own opinions about COVID, and some of the treatments they used on it were ridiculous. The vaccine that's not a vaccine. Yeah, I took that. I'm not taking it anymore. I don't want something. I'm afraid of it because it's not a vaccine. But there was some other stuff. Remdesivir, I'm not a big fan of, but I could go on about that too. But I don't I don't want to bring the thought police in on me because I do food channels. Yeah, or I'm anti-vaxxer. No, I take flu shots and everything else all the time. If they have a vaccine for it, I'd probably take it, but they don't. That's not a vaccine. Look it up. But yeah, I mean, we're not really worried about Corona right now. Anyway, it's the ones we were getting in there before I left. We would get a positive every once in a while, and they had nothing more than the symptoms of a cold. There were none of the ARDS or anything like that. If y'all know what ARDS is, it's acute respiratory distress syndrome. It actually was fairly rare until the advent of COVID. It's where you go into this autoimmune cycle where you have a lot of fluid in your lungs and you drown. And once you go into ARDS from any cause, your survival rate drops down to around 10%. And that's what people did. They went into ARDS when they were in COVID, and that killed a lot of people. And if that didn't get you for a long time, they didn't realize that you were having these developing blood clots. And if that didn't get you, they'd send you home, you get a blood clot, then you die. So it was terrible. Now I got YouTube asking me, am I an anti-vaxxer? No, I take vaccines. I take my flu shots, dude. Those are real vaccines. I don't like getting the flu. It sucks, especially when I was working, because if there's a nasty ass flu or a RSV got me, there's nothing you can do about RSV. RSV made me sick as crap. I couldn't breathe for days. I mean, I walked around my house because I don't want to go to the hospital. I wear pulse socks. I got a little SAT thing. As long as I was above 90, I was all right. But I was like panicking. For over 48 hours, I didn't sleep. I just paced back and forth across the house. I'd try to lay down. I'd panic, get up, stand out. Yeah, it was terrible. I don't care to do that again. There's a lot of worse ways to go. Yeah, the flu, remember flu has killed like a ton of people. Fazoli's. Somebody asked me about Fazoli's. Yeah, I like Fazoli's. I have not done a Fazoli's video in a while. I like them. The only thing I can recommend if you're going to eat at Fazoli's is takeout's going to be better, because I think they put them in the containers they cook them in, and they cook them, and if they're going to put them on your plate, they're going to dig them out, and they tend to get a cold. I would get my food out of Fazoli's, out the drive-through. It is reasonable, good portions, and I like the taste of their sauce. It's very tart and savory and sweet at the same time. I like that. It's kind of like my mom used to make. Actually, my wife makes the best pizza sauce or spaghetti sauce as anybody. Anyway, let me take another Twitch count. Oh, yeah, I got a lot of Twitch people here. Anyway, yeah, it was terrible. I missed that place. I used to go to Fazoli's years ago and then changed the breadstick recipe. I didn't know they changed the breadstick. I noticed the breadsticks were not quite as great as I remember to me. I remember I really liked the breadsticks there. Let me go over and catch a cup in one. Took me out for a week. Yeah, you can get sick from that too. I never got sick from the flu shot. I would get my shoulder would hurt really bad. Sometimes I'd feel a little weird for a day, and that would be the end of it. Justin Rourke, thank you very much. I got another one I got to start in the morning. It's going to take me a while. I'm starting each video is like a little journey in and of itself, and you're just, I get nervous, especially when I'm doing the drive-through. I get nervous because, like, especially this Taco Bell I'm going to, every video I've done there, I've had some sort of a weird camera failure. My audio failed or something. So I'm like triple checking my cameras when I go there. And it's just like, I know something's going to happen. I'm just waiting for it, waiting for the hammer to drop. So I'm going to be a little bit nervous shooting over there. We have a temper. Yeah, we got a Johnny Rockets here. And I thought about going down there. They're down in Woodstock. They're kind of a little bit of a drive. It is a cursed Taco Bell, but it's photogenic. The sun hits it just right in the afternoon. That's why I go there. And they usually get their food hot. Even though I slam them sometimes, they do pretty good. Any special plan? Do I have any special plans for 420? Not really. Maybe 500. Anyway, yeah, it sits it right because I have to shoot my thumbnails right after I do the drive-through, and I don't like to waste a lot of time doing it. I had that one where I shot it where the girl was walking by and asked me what I was doing, and actually she got in there and said, "Joe is hungry, baby," because that's the ticket to be in the beginning of my video. You've got to say, "Joe is hungry, baby." Like Ji-yoon said it in Korean. I thought that was like super cool. If she's here, which I don't know that she's here, shout out Ji-yoon. I appreciate it. Cursed Taco Bell, do you know? No, I don't. Oh, are we going to keep doing this? Okay, there you go. Just keep doing it. Dude. The hammer again. Same one. Oh well. A little bit there. Actually, I think it's doing pretty good for not having any mod or a bot or anything in there. I guess I have to figure out how to put a bot in there. I just don't know how. I'll just have to take the time to do it. And then there's TikTok. You know, as bad as I hate on TikTok, I actually did a live stream in TikTok the other day, and I had like 80, 90 people in there, and they were pretty civil and nice to me. I was shocked, and I did not get banned for violating community standards like I did every time I ever did it. Anyway, enough of that. I appreciate that, Chris Braswell. Is there any fast food chains that are defunct that you miss? No, there's some fast food chains that used to be something different that I miss, like Burger King. Burger King used to be like the Culvers. I mean, really, I remember it was a completely different way of making their food, completely different assembly line. Yeah, I'm reading the Twitch comment. I looked it up, and breadsticks changed to Fazoli's when the trans fats were banned in the U.S. That's been a while, though. Yeah, Culver's is good. Let me go over here. You wrote something in, looks like, I don't know, it's Chinese or Japanese. I don't know how to translate. I guess I could Google Translate it. Let's see if we're on the level here. Google. It looks like something to do with cats. But anyway, yeah, if you can put that in English for me, I got to get back to my screen. Oh, there I am. Hey, I was looking down there. Just know sent me something. It looks like in Chinese. Yeah, Burger King lost its ways back in the 70s. No, actually it wasn't. I don't think so. I didn't put it in Google Translate. It might have been. Nah. It's just the 8-year-old. That's all. Do you remember Vine? No, I do not. Do you play any video games? No, I do not. Chris Braswell, yeah, for at least Burger King in the 90s was 90s. In the 90s, what they were doing in the 90s, they still cooked them the same way, but they cooked them in advance, threw them in a big pile, and then microwaved them and gave them to you. So they still resembled what they were. Now, they are nothing like they were. They actually synthesize the flavor in a different process, and then they put it on the burgers when they serve it to you. They make it up in Cincinnati, or actually Covington, Kentucky, near Cincinnati. It's like a chemical company that makes them. It's horrible. I miss the McDonald's chicken sandwich. I never had the McDonald's chicken sandwiches back in the 90s. I didn't eat a lot of McDonald's. Oh, I paused the chat. Sorry. Yeah, McDonald's engineers their flavors, no doubt about it. I don't know to what end they do. Yeah, the charbroiled is now fake. That is sad. That is very sad. I don't know what they synthesize, what McDonald's does, but I do know about Burger King because I know somebody that lived close to the place they made it, and they could smell it when they were making it. So I know they did. Yeah. So okay, I paused the Twitch chat, and it was getting ahead of me there. What else we got? I used to love the shapes of Burger King nuggets, BK nuggets over McDonald's, but they've gone down so bad. Yeah, I mean, I'll still eat the McDonald's nuggets, even though I try not to think about the videos I've seen about how they make it. I don't like to picture that in my mind and eat them at the same time, but I will. It just, whenever I eat McDonald's, like my double cheeseburgers, I just kind of feel awful afterwards. But I haven't done that in a while, because what I would do is I'd order like 10 or 20 of them, and I'd bring them to work and pass them out, to keep, because, people get hungry when they're working, they get angry easy. Would you stream with Jenna Teely? I don't know who she is. Yeah, I stream with anybody that's, does something similar to what I do. But people keep asking me if I'm going to do Joey's World. I mean, Joey's World, why would you think that I would have anything in common with Joey's World? I mean, we have completely different format, completely different. Just don't know. I don't know who that is. I'd have to look that up. McDonald's engineered zero taste buds. Kind of hard to argue with it. Jack in the Box has good nuggets. I wish I had a Jack in the Box close enough here to review because they always have a lot of stuff out there. I don't think I'm going to be a big fan of Jack in the Box. I never was. But if they ever come east, I'll see them. Or if I ever move out to Arizona like I want to. I remember quarter 25-cent Coca-Colas. I was pissed when they went up to 50 cents. I couldn't believe it. Yeah. Do you think I'll revive Joe Fixes It? Yes. I don't know when. I've got to get my stride with this and work it into the timetables because I want to make 2 videos a week. I want to stream on a regular basis on like 2 or 3 platforms. And yeah, a report of the week would be a good collab. He is. I like his content. We're a good bit different, but I mean, I don't see him reaching out to me to want to collab. I don't see him collab with anybody. I mean, he doesn't need to. He has his own shtick, but yeah, I could talk to him, actually. I kind of like him, actually. I don't watch him. Okay, you need double cheeseburger McDonald's. They tricked you, Joe. Who tricked me? I'm not going to do Joey's World. When they say that, it's kind of like, what? I mean, I don't know the guy. I mean, they're just trying to be funky, saying something. They're trying to say something. Whatever. Oh, my phone. Cool. I'm getting phone calls restricted, so that must mean they're trying to make me buy something or buy something from me. Burger Chef. I remember Burger Chef. Are they dead now? Because they were pretty much in the Northeast, from what I remember about the Burger Chef. Oh, what are your thoughts on alcohol in general? The only alcohol I would drink is sometimes when I'm really, 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 really sick, and I'll drink some gin or some sort of hard liquor a little bit. It kind of keeps me from panicking and feel like I'm suffocating. And I have drank beers after I eat barbecue, but not necessarily. I'm not a big fan of alcohol because I've seen so much of what it does. If you know, it can be a horrible drug, but it's not something I would want to make any habit of drinking. No, sir. Not a big fan of it, but I'm not like an anti-alcohol person. You can do anything to your body you want to. I think that's my libertarian view. Do whatever you want to, just so you don't hurt anybody else. That's about it. Yeah, they bought out Hardee's. Yeah, Hardee's is dying. Hardee's is dying. We've lost our major franchisee around the area, and it's killed it. Yeah, liberalism. Yeah, I'm not a liberal at all. More of a do whatever you want, just doesn't hurt anybody else. Don't steal my money, and don't I think we're living in a fairly corrupt political thing, and it's been going on since 1960s, and it's just getting worse. That's all. I've been around since before the 60s, so I remember. They had better control of the media back then. We didn't have like YouTube and stuff like that where a little bit of truth can creep. Even on YouTube, it can creep out of the cracks. What else we got here? I'm sorry I'm not getting to all the questions. It's just not going to be possible for me tonight. And we've been running for an hour and 8 minutes. It is, what time we got here? 12:27. So I'm going to break off probably about 10 more minutes. Ever had Quiznos? Yeah, I had Quiznos way back in the day. That was back like 15, maybe 20 years ago when I worked at the Medical College of Georgia and Augusta. There was a Quiznos right across the street. Yeah, I thought they were the bee's knees, and I still think they are. There's videos out there on Quiznos and what happened to them, but they were basically the people who started it and that ran the franchise basically abused their franchisees and ran most of them out of business and destroyed the place. The actual concept was pretty good. What was your job? A registered nurse for 36 years, all in the hospital. At least more than half of it was critical care. I did open heart recovery in medical college, and we had some really sick people there. Also did surgical ICU and a little bit of trauma, MICU, and the last stint was in a 21-bed ICU up the road here in Cartersville. That's where I work. Don't work there anymore. Don't work anywhere. I'm unemployed. Last time you had Quiznos, there's a silverfish in the sandwich. That would do it for me. Yeah, I would be like, nope. It's just like this place I used to eat breakfast, this mom and pop breakfast I went to, and they had big thick ass slices of bacon. And one time I was crunching down on it. It was crunchy, and somebody hadn't shaved the hog hairs off of it, and they had a deep fried hog hair that I ate. And I've only gagged like twice in my 3 times. Or, really about food, and I gagged over that. I was like, yeah, never again. Self-employed, just like anyone else, YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, I got retirement income, so I'm not really worried about. I'm not really trying to make a bunch of money. I just don't want it to cost me anything, and it's not doing that. It pays for my little studio, pays the electric bill. I have HVAC in here now. If you look back at my videos before June that were done in the summer, you could see my face was flushed and my hair was pasted down. I would say 3 or 4 words to the camera, and then I'd have to wipe my face off, straighten my hair, and go back to this camera. Yeah, you see my hair look like crap. Of course, I was pretty bad about not doing my hair then anyway, but it was terrible. Yeah, it does that. I have an internet connection that will support dual streaming without using a restream service. I think I could do 3 streams, but I don't know how I keep up with the chat. I think that would just swallow me up. I think the subs are going to flow. Yeah, I have to do regular. Yeah, the only thing I worry about Twitch is they're going to want me to, how regular do I have to do it? Twitch is an easy one, nothing, okay, the YouTube side, but Twitch is fairly easy to stream on. It works really well. YouTube is okay too once I figured it out. But, yeah. You miss Long John Silver's? I never was a fan of Long John Silver's. Too much breading. I was a Captain D's guy. I used to eat Long John Silver's in Tucson, Arizona when I was like 20 with my now wife. Yeah. I was just reading more questions. I hope so. It'll be interesting. They don't require anything. No, I don't think they do. I think if you go partner status, it's different. But I'll never want to be partner status because then I won't be able to make videos because videos take so much time to make. I would like, how am I going to get my videos out? But, 2 videos a week, at least I can kind of cherry pick what I do. I'm not like feeling like, I got to make a video. Let's go pick up a can of potato chips and do a video. Yeah, no. I mean, if I run out of things to do and I'm doing 2 a week, I'll do frozen food because I like doing frozen food. A lot of people eat frozen food. And I got ways to cook it. I have an air fryer at the house, but I actually use that there. I need to get an air fryer and a toaster oven. Toaster ovens are really cheap. And I'm going to give some more thoughts to doing the morning after videos and start doing those too, because that would be a little bit easier to do, because the morning after videos won't require the drive-through B-roll. I won't have a big involved intro that takes me hours to make, and it'll basically be me sitting down, heating it up, trying it out, calling it, and it'll be a short, like 3 or 4 minute video. I think that's the way to go. Pass or fail. Can you eat this the next day or not? Do we chunk it or eat it? Yeah, I did some frozen food stuff. Anyway, how many people? I think people in YouTube are kind of thinning out a little bit. Let me see how many people are on Twitch. Actually made that thing work. Remember that? I never was able to make that work. In the beginning, I could not make the Twitch tell me how many people were here. Let me read through a few of these, and I'm probably going to cut it off. What's the main menu item from your fast food they wish they would bring back? I wish they had Northwoods walleye 24/7 instead of 1 month out of the year. Joe, would you alpha? I don't know what that means. James, can you rephrase that? To be fair, Long John Silver was seen as the only fast food place in my area. Yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking on them. It just was not my favorite. When I started having Captain D's, I really didn't go back to Long John Silver's. It seemed like the fish got smaller and smaller and smaller, and it got more and more and more breading. But I do like breading. Would you love the frozen food file? Yeah. I'm thinking about that. Joe, have you ever used Plan B? Have no idea what Plan B is. Same aisle. Yeah. Have you ever seen Motor City Pizza? I did a review on it. I probably still have the box up here floating around somewhere. I don't know where it got moved to because I redid everything. Motor City Pizza. Where'd my Motor City box go? Oh my God. Yeah, I did. Oh, it's over there, covered up. Motor City Pizza. I gave it actually pretty good, pretty high score. I know. Snowy Pearl. Good night. I appreciate you coming. Costco's Motor City Pizza was good and worth the check. Yeah, I know. I did that. It was good. I like Motor City Pizza. One of the better frozen pizzas that I've ever done. James is a troll. James, dude. Why you want to do that? Why you want to do that? Okay. Hammer time. Yeah, we took care of that. I didn't ban him permanently. We just timed him out for the rest of the day. James, come on. I mean, you got nothing better to do if you're still watching this. What's wrong with you? Come on. Yeah, I got it. Got it. I am the moderator today, except for thanks to Will Neff again for having, or thanks to Haas for coming over here and leaving a bot in here. Now I've never, not that I really need it for Twitch, just really don't. Well, Joe, would you ever do fast food casual restaurants? The problem is with doing those is shooting inside. If you get permission, they're going to have audio problems. And what if the food sucks and you got cameras and they're sitting there watching you film, which they do. I've done them inside. It's just not going to work. You'd have to get a takeout. And you said Sizzler. Sizzler still lives. Do you know where the original Sizzler is? It was in Augusta, Georgia. And it was run... No, I don't really need... Yeah, you're right. I don't need mods in Twitch. Really. But I was saying about Sizzler, because I lived in Augusta, and that's where the original was, and they franchised it out, and it was primo. What you get now is only a cheap imitation of what the real Sizzler was. And then the owner died, and then his wife took it over, I believe, and it just went downhill and actually went out of business. And... so you have, they didn't have real good franchise enforcement, so they had a lot of off menu on it. So the Sizzler is kind of like kind of a distant facsimile that the real thing was. You should have had the real thing. I ate at Sizzler like every other day. It was great. I've never tried Jollibee. Jollibee's not here yet, not close enough yet. I'm waiting. Jollibee is supposed to be the bomb. It comes from the Philippines. Yeah, Sizzler, Western Sizzler. I know exactly who you're talking about. And their franchise still lives, but it's not the same. Is there a Waffle House with a drive-thru somewhere? I've never seen a Waffle House with a drive-thru. Have you? Not me. Where are we at? Casa Bonita? Nah. Never heard of that one. Would you ever stream with Phil McCracken, the golfer? Huh? What kind of a question is that? Is that one of those... Let's see here. Oh. Yeah. All right. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I got it. Whatever. Let me see. Unfortunately, yeah. Let me look back at here. I'm going to see if I accidentally just deleted it. I was trying to find him, see if he's in there, and I put him away forever. Hammer. It's hammer time. You came from Will Neff's. I love Will Neff. I love Emaru. They are the two kindest people I've met in my videography career so far. They have helped me as much or more than anybody. Will is not gay. Why do you even say that? If he was, who cares? It doesn't matter. You should know. The sexual preference thing, I could give a crap. I was a nurse for 36 years. There were a lot of gay people I worked with. I mean, it was my brother-in-law is but that's fine. I don't care. It makes no difference. They've been around longer than I have. Whatever. I don't care. It means nothing. You will never come for Will. What? Will's trolls coming here now. Oh, really? Whatever. Whatever. Let them come. I could give a crap. Yeah, they do not. Yeah, Will's trolls do not get to go to heaven. I am so sorry. If that's what you're talking about. Anyway. Hey, Guntus, dude. Benjamin Weffels from New Jersey. Shout out to you. I am going to have to probably kill this stream because we're getting late. It's 12:30, and I do have to film tomorrow. And I've got a lot of stuff to do in it. I've got these I got a box openings to do. You know what kills me? I can't show the person who sent it. $18.40 to mail that box to me. That disturbs me. I hate for somebody to drop that kind of change. Just get a box in the video. I married. Why? I was a male nurse. Why did I not be a doctor? Well, back then my thoughts were, why do it if I can marry into it? So I married. I married a doctor, and she's retired now. Actually, I married her. We were together long before she went to medical school. But knowing what I know now about being a doctor and I'm glad I didn't. And I wish she would have never done it. And I just wish she had never gone to medical school. Life would have been completely different and a whole lot better. And we'd had a whole lot more money too, for sure. Anyway, night, Natalie Reed, the mechanic, new fan here. Thanks for all the hard work and amazing. Thank you very much for saying so. Is that your box? Strega? No, there's a lot of male nurses. We just need good nurses. We don't care whether they're male or female. We just need good nurses. And there's some good nurses that I work with that I left there because it was kind of rough for a long time. And toward the end, that's just God kind of messing with me a little bit. Brings in all these good people, and I love them so much. And I miss them so much. And if any of them's watching it, I miss you all. You got no idea. I'm probably going to go eat breakfast with them next week. You all have a good night. I think I'm going to be breaking off. I appreciate the Twitch folks coming around. Do you do full-time? Do you do YouTube full-time? Well, I do now. And full-time means getting 2 videos a week out when I'm having a good week. I'm still working on it. I've got to, after my next video I'm going to be shooting tomorrow, I got to tear all these lights down and redo them. Yeah, I love the Nebraska shirt. It's my favorite shirt. And my wife wouldn't let me wear it in the video streams, in the videos, because she says I'm promoting them in my videos. I don't think so. Of course, I have to have pockets and stuff. I have to have a regular shirt because I have to carry the mic and stuff when I'm in the car. Carl's Jr. Fish Tam. So I have a Carl's Jr. here, but I know what you're talking about. It's not bad. There are things, well, you're saying something about, political things. The problem with, they got timed out. The problem with all that, there's so much going on. We just don't have any idea what's going on. And if there's something in the news as big as a smoke screen covering up something else, and if I think about it, I just get discouraged. Yeah. I'm just getting rated. Who's rating me? Yeah, I got no problem with anybody coming out of country. That doesn't matter. I mean, some of the best nurses I have, from Korea, from Malaysia, these guys are top notch. I would rather they were here than in Malaysia or Korea because we need them worse. Oh, who got banned? Nah, they're gonna give me anything. Trolls are trying to get you to say buzzwords. Yeah, whatever. I'm not saying any buzzwords. I don't care. I just miss the people I worked with. That's all. In particular, bad tonight. Because I was kind of angry when I left. at the way things were happening at the hospital, and that's kind of wearing off. And now I'm regretting who I walked away from. It's the reason I stayed there a year over than I needed to. A party of 14. Where's the raiding party coming from? Rossbot execute. What is order 66? Triple B raid. I'm getting raided. Cool. Let's see what that, if that's real. No. Anyway, guys, YouTube. Let me go through a couple more, and I'm gonna have to break it off. I'm gonna probably kill my YouTube here in a minute. Yeah, I just wasn't even gonna really read the comments, but I'm gonna kill YouTube first, and I'll say goodbye to Twitch next. Sammy boy, dude, shout out to you, brother. I'm sorry I didn't see you when I was up there, but we had family issues, and there was nothing I could do about that. I think if you saw the video before last, you kind of know what that was all about. I really don't like to talk about it too much, but yeah, I'll let you know the next time we come up. We gotta have us a meet and greet and chow down on some serious Massey's pizza until we just about throw up. Yeah. The stream went perfect. And Sammy boy, you take care.